Hello there.
Hello.
We are in central eastern-ish Oregon.
Yep.
We decided to take a little detour on our way home from Bend and go check out some central eastern Oregon ghost towns.
Yeah.
Right
We are
now.
in Clarno. Not much here.
Nope. It was established in 1894 and named after Andrew Clarno. And we're gonna go check out and see what's left of the structures here.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Let's go.
Do this.
That's what we wanted to see. It's an old schoolhouse, but no trespassing, and we respect that. So.
We are in Antelope, Oregon, and this town was founded in about 1870. And they put in like a railroad, and the founder of Maupin was actually the first postmaster of Antelope.
Antelope is pretty awesome. There's some old buildings here, and I think there's still about
40-ish people?
50 people living here. Ooh.
The Antelope Valley was named after European American members of Joseph Scherer's party who were packing supplies to mines in the John Day area, which is like, what, 40-ish miles east continuing. Scherer became known as the operator of a toll bridge across the Deschutes River on a cutoff of the Barlow Road in the early 19th century. The area supported many pronghorns, which are not true antelopes, but are often called pronghorn antelopes. So, therefore, you get Antelope Valley.
Do you think it's haunted?
No. So this is the Antelope School, built in 1925, and it was pretty unique for its day. It had 4 rooms, 4 school rooms, and a gymnasium in it, whereas most schoolhouses only had like 1 big room, and it was all grades of kids up until the 1930s. But then if you've never heard of this before, there's like a ton of podcasts on it, but in 1980, an Indian guru named Bognish Cherie took over like 20 miles outside of the community and brought like hundreds and hundreds of people in here. It is the craziest story, and pretty much like took over government, and so then everything pretty much like closed down. But definitely worth listening to podcasts about it because it's just a crazy story.
Looks like somebody's hand right there. And it's pretty freaking spooky.
It is. It's like everything's just abandoned. There's actually no businesses here. All there is the post office. So it's pretty crazy.
Would you spend an overnight in there? Let us know in the comments.
I think I would.
Heck yeah.
And it is not a no trespassing sign here, so that's why we went in.
Yep. And by the way, we are paranormal investigators.
On the side.
Yeah, we also have a YouTube channel. Check it out. I'll send the link in there.
Ghost Town Paranormal.
And Instagram. Ghost Town Paranormal. Actually, we have a spooky place that we're gonna go to sometime. cabin.
Oh yeah, cabin in the woods.
Cabin in the woods. So stay tuned for that. On to the next. Oh.
We are in Shaniko, I think that's how you pronounce it, Oregon. This is again a ghost town. They really play up the history of it though, and do a lot of tourists through April through September time frame. And we're here in October, so not a lot's open, but we're still gonna wander around and see what we see. So the town of Shaniko was incorporated in 1901 as a route from the Dalles here, and it said that on I think Wikipedia that it was like 190 miles from the Dalles, but probably because there wasn't any roads that led directly from the Dalles to here, so they had to kind of make their way to the area. In 1903, it became the wool capital of the world because they shipped 2,200 tons of wool and 1 million bushels of wheat, and they made $3 million in 1903 in wool sales. Like, can you imagine how much money that is today? Put it up on the screen of what $3 million in 1903 is today. A lot of bucks.
This isn't creepy in here. Look at all the fire trucks and the cars. Wow. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Spooky chapel.
I do. You didn't say I do.
I do. 1,000 times.
You know what I love about this little place is you can actually go in the buildings. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Most places they just close it on up and so you can't go in.
Yeah. But Shaniko. Great ghost town. All right,
Thumbs up.
we gotta go. That's right.
That's right. Well, that is it from Shaniko, I don't know, however you pronounce it. That was really cool. It's definitely worth stopping by if you are in this neck of the woods.
We'll be back to stay in that hotel.
Whenever that
Investigate.
opens.
That'd be awesome.
Yes, it would be very awesome.
All right, on to the next.
On to the next. Let's go.
We are in
Boyd.
the small town of Boyd, Oregon, and yeah, it's pretty old. 1865.
Yeah, and then it became pretty much non-existent because they built the new highway going from to Bend, and so people use that and bypass Boyd, and so now it's got probably like, I don't know, 10 to 20 people that live here maybe. They still do like wheat farming and stuff like that.
Yep. I think that's it.
I think that's it for our ghost town adventures. All right, well, thank you for joining us on this edition of our PNW Adventures, and we'll see you on the next video.
Peace out.
Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.
That is it from Antelope, and the next stop is Shaniko.
Shaniko?
Shinkara? Shaniqua. Take a picture.
Shokino?
Shaniko.
Oh, you know that today was a year ago that we made like all of our plans
Really?
to get married. Yeah, I saw it on our memories today.
Oh my
Oh, and there's rattlesnakes around here. There's signs, so we gotta watch our.
God. Oh shit.